Hi, welcome back to Engineering Drawing. This is Dr. Vasu. Hope you are enjoying the engineering drawing. If you want to learn this and many more interesting topics, please do subscribe this channel. If you like this video, and please hit the like button. That will keep me motivated to create more such videos in the future. Now let's jump right into the topic and let's see the way of drawing the polygons. So here I want to draw an equilateral triangle. So some length, you draw a line of some length AB, right? And here mark the required length. Actually, if you want to, whatever the length of the polygon, we'll be generally drawing the construction line. And there you mark the required length. Say, I want to draw 100 mm long edge. So mark 100 mm here. Now, at 60 degrees angle, you draw a line here, an arc is marked here. Draw a line here at 60 degrees angle and another line at 60 degrees angle at C, right? At 60. Now these two will intersect here at a point called D. So ACD is the required triangle, equilateral triangle. All the three edges are equal. Because all the three edges are equal, we can just show the dimension for one edge. That will be sufficient. Okay, next. Suppose I want to draw the same equilateral triangle with the same length, right? And 100 mm. Let us see another method. To take AC as radius, that is 100 mm as radius, A as center, draw an arc here, and C as center, draw another arc, intersecting this one at a point called D. So we get a point D here. Join AD with a line, right, a straight line, and also CD by the line. Here we get the required triangle. ACD is your required triangle, equilateral triangle. So there are two ways of drawing the equilateral triangle. You can draw whichever is convenient for us. So next, let us see an isosceles triangle with base 100 mm and altitude is given here. Let us see how to draw this. Mark, draw a line here of the required length AB, suppose, and KC is the actual length 100 mm base. Mark 100 mm here. That is the base, horizontal. Generally, we draw it horizontally. And draw a perpendicular bisector here for AC only, right? So this intersects here at 2 points. And this point is, the midpoint is obtained here on AC. Extend this line, this perpendicular bisector line upwards, okay? And altitude is given here. Altitude means the perpendicular distance. So this altitude, whatever it is, 100 mm, 120 mm, this 120 mm is marked here on this perpendicular bisector. That gives the point D here. Now, join AD by a straight line and also CD. This ACD is the required isosceles triangle. Okay. So, altitude 120 mm, base 100 mm. Okay. Now, with the same isosceles triangle, I want to draw base 100 mm and other two sides here, not the altitude. The earlier we have seen altitude, but here we are going to draw the other two sides of 120 mm each. Now, same thing. We first mark the base 100 mm AC, 100 mm long. So marked here. Now, 120 mm as radius with your compass, A as center, draw an arc here. A as center, draw an arc here, and C as center, intersect this arc. These two will intersect here at a point called D. Now D is the required point. Join AD by a straight line and also CD. This gives the required triangle, isosceles triangle here. Okay, so here this dimension, the dimension of this line is different. These two edges are different. We have to mark the dimension of this. So that's how we draw isosceles triangle here. Next, a simple square. I want to draw a square of 100 mm sides. So mark AB, that is a required length of this edge, right, of the square. Now draw perpendicular lines here at A and B, that is 90 degrees. At 90 degrees, we draw two lines here. And on this line from A, you mark the required length. You draw an arc with your compass, set your compass to 100 mm and A as center, draw an arc here. You get one intersection point. Similarly, from B, draw another arc, right? You get an intersection point C here. So BC is another edge. Join C and D. This is the ABCD is your required triangle. Okay, ABCD is the required triangle. Required square. Okay, now I want to draw a rectangle of 100 mm by 150 mm sides. The same procedure which you have drawn for square can be extended. Here, AB is taken and 150 mm. One side is no, generally the longer side is taken horizontally, and we have marked AB here. Draw a perpendicular at A and also at B. Mark 100 mm here from A and from B. Okay, this is 100 mm and this is also 100 mm. You get C and D. Join them by a line. You get this is 100 mm. By joining C and D, you get the required rectangle. Okay. Now, I want to draw a polygon of 70 mm sides. You take the edge here, base, say AB, 70 mm, right? Of course, you can draw all the construction lines and all, but I have avoided directly taken the base edge, AB, 100 mm, 70 mm. And here, I mark the angle here. In a pentagon, pentagon means five-sided polygon, five sides. So here, for a pentagon, the angle between any two sides is 108 degrees. So I marked a line here at 108 degrees and drawn a line and mark this 70 mm on this line. Okay, so that point is E. Similarly, next at B, I had drawn a 108 degrees line and mark the same 70 mm here. You get a point C here. Okay. Now, continue the same procedure by taking this 108 degrees line to this, to AE. We have taken a 108 degrees line, and on this line, this line will be something like this. On this, mark 70 mm length and mark this point. All right. Similarly, now only one edge is left. Automatically, this must be the 70 mm that closes the polygon. So here the point is D. Even if you draw a line at 108 degrees to this line, that exactly should be 70 mm. So all the edges are 70 mm long, and this is the way of drawing the polygon, a pentagon, right? By using the angles between the sides. Okay, this is one method. And also you can this is the final figure. It appears like this. Highlight all the final drawing, right? Edges, all the lines, whatever the lines are here, all the lines should be highlighted. Then it gives a clear picture of your drawing. Okay. Now I want to draw the same pentagon, but just with a little difference. So here we have taken a AB edge at of 70 mm long and drawn a line at 108 degrees. Another line here at 108 degrees at B, right? These two lines. Now, without using any angle here at C and E, take 70 mm as radius with your compass, right? With E as center and C as centers, right? E and C as centers. With the 70 mm radius, draw arcs. These two will intersect here at a point D, right? And that point, join this point D with the C and E, right? That gives you the required pentagon of 70 mm sides. So this is another way of drawing it. Next, let us see the drawing of a hexagon of 70 mm sides. So take a line of 70 mm length, whatever may be the edge length given, mark it, right? If maybe 50 mm, 70 mm, whatever it is. Now, you use the angle here again. In a hexagon means it is a six-sided polygon. Angle between any two sides is 120 degrees. So use 120 degrees line here, right? Draw a line at 120 degrees. And on this, from B, mark 70 mm here, right? That gives 1 point. From here, again 120 degrees, you draw a line and mark 70 mm, right? And from here, this angle is 120 degrees. And from here, draw a line and mark 70 mm. Like this, you continue. All these angles are 120 degrees. Like this, you go on marking that exactly closes the polygon here. So it is a six-sided figure, six-sided polygon called hexagon. Okay. All the points are marked here. So like this, we can draw the polygons from triangle to hexagon. Generally, we'll be drawing a polygon from triangle to hexagon. In the next video, we are going to see the general method of constructing a polygon, right? Any polygon in the next video. Hope you had understood this topic. And if you have any queries or suggestions, please do comment below. Thank you very much.